Maximizers, welcome to my live. How is everyone doing tonight? If this is your first time watching me, I want to say welcome. My name's Crystal, aka Crystal Maximizer. I'm a business coach and I help women create profitable businesses that they love. I help women grow businesses that they love, that they enjoy, that bring them so much joy. And for today's live, I'm very excited because I'm going to chat with you about how to get unstuck in your business. And my TikTok is not connecting. Hold the line. Why is my TikTok not connecting? Hold on. My TikTok is not connecting. But I'm going to talk to you about how to get unstuck in your business. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about me and my story, my clients, all the things as we talk about getting unstuck in business. And my TikTok is not connected. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Let me do it again. Sorry, guys. Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm trying to go live on all my platforms at once, and TikTok is like not letting me. Hold on. Hold the line. TikTok's working, but my live ain't working. Okay, let's see. Okay, there we go. We are cooking with grease. Okay, hello, everyone. Oh no, it's red. Why does it say lost connection? Hold on. I'm upset. Welcome, everybody who is joining my live. Thank y'all so much for joining. As I was saying, my name's Crystal, aka Crystal Maximizer, and I'm a business coach. And I help women create profitable businesses that they love. Okay. I help women create profitable businesses that they love. And for today's live, I want to talk about how to get unstuck in your business. Okay. Because a lot of us have businesses and a lot of us feel stuck. We get to points where we are stuck. We get to points where we feel like we can't go on. And it's frustrating and it's annoying. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about me and how I got to this place. I started my business. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get TikTok to work for me. Hi, Andrea. I started this business in 2018. My business started as just a YouTube channel. So I started my very first. Oh my gosh, is TikTok really doing this to me right now? I started my first YouTube channel in 2018. And y'all, TikTok is not playing with me right now. I started my first YouTube channel in 2018. And I've known my whole life that I was going to be a business owner. But for a lot of years, I felt stuck because I didn't know what my business was going to be. I didn't know what I was good at per se, and I didn't know what business to pursue. And I wasn't around a lot of full-time business owners, and I just didn't believe that it was something that I could even do. I was stuck in the place of I'm supposed to go to school, I'm supposed to go to college, I'm supposed to get a job. Being a business owner is something that I want to do. It's a dream of mine, but it's not the right thing. It's not the best thing. There's no security in it. So I was stuck for years, not believing in myself and also just not knowing what kind of business I could even have. I was stuck in like, is this even possible? I was stuck in, I don't see anybody else around me doing this. So how can I do this too? There's no way that I can do this because I'm stuck. And I was stuck like that for years. So it took me over 10 years from the time I turned 18 to start my first business. I started my first serious side hustle in 2017. And again, I was stuck. I was like, I want a business so damn bad. Like, put a number one in the chat if you want a business and you've wanted a business and you felt stuck. Put a number one in the chat if you felt stuck. Okay, maybe today is not my day on TikTok because it's just not working. Put a number one in the chat if you felt stuck. You have wanted a business, you've thought about wanting a business, you were thinking about a business, and you genuinely feel stuck. You feel like you don't know what to do, you don't know how to do it, you don't know if it's possible. You literally feel stuck. Put a number one in the chat if you feel stuck. I felt like that for years. I started my first serious side hustle in 2017 and I was stuck again. I literally was stuck because I didn't allow myself to be creative. I didn't allow myself to do truly what I wanted to do. I thought I had to do things in a certain way. And this mindset, this unbelief in myself left me stuck. And what I realized is that a lot of us are stuck. Like I started that business and I was still stuck. Okay. So I closed that business down after 14 months. And I'm going to share with you some steps that I took to get unstuck. I'm going to share with you my tips to get unstuck because you're like, you just telling us all the stuck. Yes, I was, if it's up, if it's up, if it's up, then it's stuck because I was truly stuck on trying to figure out what the heck to do and how the heck to make it happen. So, the first thing I did to get unstuck, and this was in 2018, I had a come to Jesus talk with myself. I took a week off of social media. I closed down my old business and I really sat with God and myself and I said, Lord, what am I supposed to do? So, my first tip for you to help you get unstuck in business is to decide what you want. Decide what you want. This is the most important step. Decide what you want. If you've started the business and you feel stuck, you're thinking about starting the business, but you feel stuck. You're interested in starting a business, but you feel stuck. I want you to figure out and ask yourself, what is it that you want? And ask it from a place of what will make you happy. So if you've started a business or you're thinking about starting a business and you feel stuck, I want you to stop where you are and I want you to ask yourself, what do I want? What do I want my business to look like? What do I want my life to look like with my business? Why do I want this business? The why is even more important than the what. Your why has to be deeper than money. We want to make money because we are a business owner. If you're not making money, you have an expensive hobby. But your why? I wanted freedom. Now, first, I wanted unlimited income potential. So money's high up on my list because in a 9 to 5, there's always a glass ceiling. There's always a ceiling, period. Even in uncapped earning potential, you don't work 24/7. In my business, there's truly uncapped earning potential. I've sold $10,000 packages and I've sold $99 packages. I've sold stuff for $5 and I've sold stuff for $3,000 and I've sold like a $12,000 package and I've done brand deals that are worth $30,000. There is no cap to the amount of money that I could make. So I wanted financial freedom. I wanted the ability to make as much money as I possibly can without limits. Second, I wanted time freedom. And I feel like that is one of the things I enjoy most about my business and about where I am in life is the time freedom. So even when the money is not money in, the time freedom is always time freedom in. I do not have to wake up to an alarm. That is what I wanted in life. And my business was a catalyst that allowed me to not wake up to an alarm. And here I am in my early 30s, not waking up to an alarm. Except for obviously when we have to do stuff, when Kinsley has live class and she's with me, right? Like tomorrow, we gotta wake up to tomorrow we have to wake up to an alarm because she has a call with her teacher at 8:30. So I gotta get up at least by 8:15 so she can get the crusties out of her eyes and meet with her teacher at 8:30. But on most days, we don't wake up to an alarm. So I want you to ask yourself, what do you want? What do you want your life to look like with your business? What do you want your business to look like? Because your business is the time for you to be the most selfish. This is when you get to do what you want to do. So I want you to get clear with yourself with no outside influence. What do you want? A lot of times we're stuck because we don't know what we want. A lot of times we're stuck because we're indecisive. We can't make a decision. So I'm going to encourage you to sit down with yourself and figure out, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? That's number one. Number one, to get unstuck in your business, is sitting down and deciding, what do you want? Okay. So I sat down, I had a come to Jesus talk with myself in 2018, and I decided that I wanted the time freedom, I wanted the financial freedom. And I decided that I wanted to teach people how to save money. I was going to teach people how to coupon. I had been couponing for 10 years. I had a stockpile for 10 years. People were always asking me how to coupon and how to save money. And I decided I was going to teach people that. That's what I wanted to do. That's what made me happy. That's what brought me joy. So that's what I decided in 2018 to do that. Fast forward to 2022. No, fast forward to 2020. I started teaching people how to start side hustles because my clients are asking me how to make money. I was stuck in my business and I was like, am I supposed to do this? But I decided that it made me happy to teach women how to make money. So I decided that that's something that I wanted to do. Fast forward to 2022. I was like, I don't know if I want to keep teaching couponing. I feel like I have grown in a different way and I'm not sure if I want to teach this. I was stuck. I decided what I wanted. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to help women make more money. So in 2023, I decided I'm not going to teach couponing. I am going to teach women how to start and grow their businesses. I got unstuck by deciding what I wanted. If this makes sense, please give me some likes. Please put yes in the comments if this makes sense for you. First way to get unstuck in business, decide what you want. I decided what I wanted. I decided what I wanted. Second, and this reminds me when you're in school and you look at your teacher and you say, I'm confused. And they say, you're confused about what? Because you can't be confused on everything, right? So, my second tip for you, figure out what you are stuck on. You have to figure out where you're stuck. You have to figure out what's tripping you up. You have to figure out where things are going wrong because the whole business isn't wrong. The whole idea isn't wrong. Your whole life isn't stuck. Even people in tragic situations, every single thing you're in your entire world is not wrong. You're not stuck everywhere. So you have to sit down, and I put here, be real and specific with yourself. Be real, be honest, and be specific. Where are you stuck? At what part are you stuck on? For me, I was stuck on splitting my energy. So when I decided that I was teaching people how to coupon and I was teaching people how to start businesses together, I was stuck because my audience, my time, my energy was split. When you are doing multiple things and the way in which I coach is intense, I was splitting my energy. I couldn't give my couponing clients 100% and I couldn't give my business clients 100%. My energy was split. My audience, that was the hardest stuck point. My audience, because speaking to couponing people who are looking to save money and get everything for free, and then speaking to people who can see the big picture and are ready to invest time and money to grow their business and work with a coach, two different audiences. Do you see how I identified what I was stuck on? I knew I wanted a business. I knew I wanted time freedom. I knew I wanted money freedom. I knew I wanted to do whatever I wanted. And I knew I did not want no 9 to 5. I was stuck on my energy. I was stuck on splitting my audience. I was stuck on my messaging. How do you figure out what you're stuck on? You literally are going to sit down and you're going to start at the beginning. This is what I want. And what is holding me back from getting what I want? What is the barrier? Hi, thank you so much for joining. Thank you, thank you. I forgot to ask y'all where you're all watching from. I usually do that at the beginning of every live, but TikTok wasn't working for me, so I took a moment. So I'm Crystal. I'm a business coach. I help women create profitable businesses that they love. And today we're talking about how to get unstuck. So I'm live on all of my platforms, 2 YouTube channels, a Facebook page, TikTok, and Instagram. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you have a business or an idea for your business. So I knew what I was up against, like where the brick wall was happening. And 9 times out of 10, when you really sit down and look at your situation, you will see where you're hitting that brick wall. So, my second tip for you is you really have to figure out where you're stuck. What is holding you back? Where are you stopping? Hey, D, I'm doing my live, first one of the week. Where are you getting stuck? Because when you go to your teacher and you're like, it's confusing, or when your teacher tells you in math to show your work, they want to see your process. Because if it's a 6 step long division, they can see where you didn't bring your numbers down. They can see where you didn't subtract. They can see where you didn't multiply, right? They can see your process. So you got to sit down with yourself and say, where in this process am I getting stuck, right? Where in this process are you getting stuck? That's where you want to ask yourself when you're in your business. What part are you hitting the brick wall? Yes, D, let's do this, girl. Like, what part are you getting stuck at? And that's important because you can't just be, my whole business is a hot mess. Because, like I said earlier, your whole life isn't a hot mess. Your whole business isn't a hot mess. The whole situation isn't a hot mess. Everything isn't all bad. There's some parts that you are doing really well. So, you want to sit with yourself and figure out where you're getting stuck. Okay, where are you getting stuck? Be real, be honest, and specific with yourself. Third tip to help you get unstuck in business. The first tip was decide what you want, because that's important. Number 2 was figure out where you're getting stuck at. Number 3, I love this part. This is where you get to be creative. This is where you get to let your mind wander in a good way. I want you to ask yourself, if you could wave a magic wand, money and time were not an object, how would you get unstuck? If you could wave a magic wand, money and time were no object, you had unlimited resources, there was no barriers, how would you get unstuck? This question that I asked myself was a little bit life changing because I told myself, I said, if money was no option and I had unlimited resources, I probably wouldn't teach couponing anymore. And not because I didn't love couponing, because I still love it. I still coupon to this day. The millionaire version of Crystal will coupon. It was just that I felt like I was stuck because I was splitting my time and my energy. I felt like I was stuck because I was growing as a person, I was growing as a coach, and I felt like teaching couponing was like holding me back from the next level version of myself. This is me talking to me. And I felt like I was stuck because I didn't want to leave it behind because couponing made Krista Maximizer. I am only Krista Maximizer because of couponing. I am only here today because of couponing. Would I eventually got here? Yes. But I could not have been a business coach in 2018. Why? I never had a business. I never helped anyone with a business. So in 2018, Crystal, she could not be a business coach. She could not be the person in front of you today. I needed to start where I started to get to where I am today. So in 2002, 2020, 2022, 2023, when I'm having this internal struggle with myself, I was like, I feel like this part of my life is holding me back. And I didn't want to let it go because it made me. And I was like, I don't want to seem like a traitor. I don't want to seem like a sellout. I don't want to seem like I'm leaving my clients behind. But it was a necessary part to get me to this next level version of myself. And even though I decided to be a business coach full time, it wasn't until this year that I am closing my signature program. I'm closing the current version of the very first program that I ever started. Because again, I felt stuck. And I followed these steps. I decided what I wanted. I figured out where I was stuck. And then I asked myself, how can I get unstuck? And the answer was stop. So I stopped posting coupon content. I didn't have to split my energy. I stopped talking about couponing, didn't have to split my audience. And now it's like, I'm going to stop the coaching program so that all of my energy, all of my thought processes can go to my business coaching clients and the next level that I'm building for myself. Does this make sense? I'm using myself in real life examples that I really dealt with to help you understand that you can feel stuck and you can be stuck, but you have everything you need to get out of that stuckness. Does that make sense? You have everything that you need to get unstuck. You absolutely can. So ask yourself, if you could wave a magic wand and money and resources were no option, how would you get unstuck? And it was, I wouldn't teach couponing anymore. I wouldn't be known as the couponing girl anymore. I just wouldn't. And it's okay to grow. The only way to get better is to grow, to change, evolve. So it was a very hard decision. My biz bestie says, I remember this conversation, and it wasn't just one, it was multiple. I shed tears behind this. I felt like I was like losing a version of myself, which I am. Like the version of myself that made me. Like I literally have a news, they requested me to be on the news tomorrow. And I'm literally saying this out loud. And I saw the email and I was like, as much as I loved being on TV, I just, I, I, d- I don't, I don't want to do it. And I feel so bad saying that. Like I'm still working through that part of it. But I'm like, I'm gonna have to tell her that I'm not available. I mean, I'm actually not available at the time that she's asking me, like truthfully. But in my heart, I'm like, this is not the direction that I want to go in. And I'm kind of sad to say that publicly as I am live right now on the couponing YouTube channel because I'm live on all of the platforms, right? But I had to decide that if I'm going to stop, then I have to stop because that part was keeping me stuck. And I decided that I'm moving forward in a different direction. And that's okay. Again, we have to grow and evolve to get to where we need to be. But I had to start as the couponing crystal to get to where I'm in today. I would not have had the experiences and it wouldn't have been an organic flow if I hadn't started with couponing because I could not have started being a business coach. If you would have told 2018 Crystal that she was going to be a business coach, she would have literally laughed in your face, called you crazy, called you stupid, asked you what kind of drugs you were on, and went about her business. But 2024 Crystal was like, I'm a business coach and I got myself unstuck. Okay. So after you've asked yourself if you could wave a magic wand and get unstuck, what will you do? The next tip that I have for you is to create a 30-day plan to get unstuck by doing just that. Because a lot of times we get hung up on what we don't have, we get hung up on the money that we need, we get hung up on all the steps. But I'm like, if you truly are stuck in a place in your business right now, and you truly want to get unstuck and make progress, you have to decide to make a 30-day plan to get unstuck. So for me, as an example, my getting unstuck was to stop. So on a small scale, it started with stopping my content. It started with stopping my extra master classes. It started by stopping to sell my program. That was my 30-day plan. Then my longer term plan was to eventually close my program. And I had the feeling that I needed to close my program in like 2022. I did not close it until 2024, and it closes at the end of this month. So it wasn't a short process, but I started somewhere. Like I haven't posted a YouTube video on my couponing channel since maybe October of 2023. It's been a very long time. So I just had to stop once I realized, okay, this is not what I'm going to do. But I created a small 30-day plan. If you feel like you need an amount of money that you don't have to get unstuck, ask yourself, how can I start the process of getting unstuck without the money? What can I do right now, today, and over the next 30 days that will help me move closer to what I want and further away from the stuckness with where I am today and with the resources that I have today? Because sometimes there's ways for us to do things, but sometimes the easy way is to just have a lot of money or just have somebody do it for you. And sometimes you don't have those resources. How can you make a way with the resources that you have? How can you make your 30-day plan and stick to it? This is what I need to do over the next 30 days. So for me, it was stop posting content, stop selling my program, and stop talking about couponing. And that was how it started for me. And today, I'm like actually excited to close the program. I'm actually excited to creatively open my mind to create new concepts, to create new frameworks, to create new processes to teach my clients to grow their businesses. I was teaching in my Brain to Business bootcamp today, and this is where I teach, well, not really teach, I help women start a business from scratch, come up with their business idea, their offer, their pricing, and their content. And we were talking about content and building their audience. And the concepts that I was teaching, I was like, I need to turn this into a framework. I need to turn this into a framework, but I just didn't have the mental capacity to do it. Because why? My energy was spread. And I almost felt like I was cheating on my couponing clients by creating new things for my business coaching clients. I haven't been able to finish the curriculum that I've been wanting to finish for my business coaching clients. But I'm very excited to get unstuck by closing this chapter on a program that I've had for 5 years. This program started as a $5 a month membership. And I've had hundreds. I've served close to maybe 600 or 700 people in this program since 2019. I probably need to look because when it was $5, I was at the point where I had almost 200 some people in at the $5 a month. So I've probably served close to 600-ish. I need to look at the math, but probably close to 600 to 700 clients in this program since 2019. And it's like really bittersweet to close it. I'm definitely sad. Next week's our final coaching call. I know I'm probably going to shed some tears because this has been like a core program that I've had, but I'm also very excited at the opportunity to dig a lot more in with my business coaching clients and to have the capacity to bring on a bunch more business coaching clients. So that was a part of my 30-day plan that turned into my 1-year plan because I decided this in 2023. And I'm just now taking that full 1-year action in 2024. So the 30-day plan gets you started. Doesn't mean everything's going to be concluded. Doesn't mean you're going to be unstuck completely at the end of those 30 days. But you're going to be a lot more unstuck than you were 30 days ago. It's all about making that process forward. So create your 30-day plan and get unstuck. And then my next tip for you is to get help if you need it. I was talking to my one-on-one client. This is my 4th call today because I did a one-on-one call. I did my Side Hustle Society call. I did boot camp, and now I'm going live. So this is my 4th hour of showing up. And I was talking to a one-on-one client, and we were talking about how she needs to outsource more video editing and outsourcing more things to her VA. If you need help, get it. If you need home help, someone to do your laundry, someone to cook for you, someone to help watch your kids, get the help that you need. If you need mental help and you need to go to therapy or counseling, get the help you need. If you want a business coach, if you need someone to help you figure out all the pieces and help you create your 30-day plan to get unstuck, get the help you need. Another way that I was stuck when I was starting my business is I didn't have help. So the 2017 and the 2018 version of Crystal who was starting a business, she was very stuck because she didn't have help. She was very stuck because she didn't have guidance. She was very stuck because she didn't have anyone to talk to. And the versions of Crystal who was coached for the last 5 years and the version of Crystal who wasn't coached, she's a whole different monster because she had the support. She had the encouragement. Then for the past 3 years, I've had a whole biz bestie, which is a whole nother layer than like just having a business coach. It's like a peer who understands what you're going through. But she's a little bit wiser than me. So she still be coaching me and she'd be smacking me every now and again when I need it and like getting me like, girl, like come back over here, right? So I have support. And 2017 Crystal and 2018 Crystal and most of 2019 Crystal did not have support. So she was stuck a lot. She was stuck a lot. And I had to get help on my decisions to get unstuck. I talked to my biz bestie. I talked to my coach. I even talked to my sister, okay, on figuring out how to get unstuck in my business and make these decisions. So if you need help, get the help that you need. If you want my help, I'm here. My birthday offer is still actually going on right now. So if you want to be one of my clients, my Side Hustle Society program is open. I have opened a 3-month special cohort where we work together from March 1st to May 31st. And the Side Hustle Society is created to help you put the pieces together in your business and make consistent money. Put the pieces together in your business to actually love the business that you are growing. And we cover the main things. We cover sales, we cover marketing, and we cover getting your offer and your pricing together because that's key. And that's another reason why you might be stuck in business is you're not charging enough or you're not selling the right thing that your people need to solve their problem. So we will work together very closely for 3 months to help you with those things: sales, marketing, social media, your offer, so that you can make the money that you desire and also you can actually run your business from a place of love, doing what you want selfishly. So if you want to work with me, the program is on sale. There's a pay in full bonus. You get a one-on-one call. There's a 4-part payment plan available. So you can literally join us for 4 payments of $145. We meet 5 times a month, 5 coaching calls a month. There's 10 masterclass replays. There's over 40 coaching call replays you can watch. You also get access to text me in between the calls. So as my business bestie says, she says you get me in your pocket. So if you have questions in between our coaching calls, you can ask those questions. But in my coaching, I support you in a one-on-one way in a group. So every person gets to talk to me one on one. I know what's going on in your business and I really help you get what you want. Not what I want for you, but what you want. What you said you wanted, I'm helping you create a plan to get that. So I have 9 spots available for this special 3-month coaching. Usually this coaching is 6 or 12 months only, but for my birthday I've opened up a special 3-month offering. So it's 3 months, 4 payments of $145. Very, very, very inexpensive. And it's only a 90-day commitment. And we start working together on March 1st, but you get a 4-part payment plan. I broke it down real easy for you. So this offer is available until Sunday and there's 9 spots available. So if you're interested, you can go to KristenMaximizer.com, click the birthday offer. You can send me a DM to get the direct link. You can DM me on TikTok or Instagram to get the direct link. But there's 9 spots available. And if you need help getting unstuck, you need help creating your 30-day plan, you need someone to ask you these tough questions, you want homework, you want accountability, you want support, this program is for you. You're not going to find this type of coaching for this price point anywhere else. And it won't be at this price point. The regular price of this is $225 a month. and you're getting it for 145. So it's it's an amazing deal. So, are there any questions about getting unstuck in your business? What questions do we have? I answer all the questions. This is your time to pick my brain. So, what questions do we have about getting unstuck in our business? Questions, questions. Was this helpful? Yes or no? Let me know if you have any questions. Um, okay, I'm making sure I said everything in my notes. I did. Any questions about getting unstuck? Any questions about working together? Any questions? Let me check YouTube. Any questions, my friends? Whoops. Any questions? No questions? Y'all are a quiet group today. Sometimes there's a million questions and sometimes there's none. Any questions? If you don't have any questions, thank you so much for joining. Let me know if this was helpful. If you have questions that you don't want to ask publicly, slide up in my DMs. I'll be more than happy to answer them. And I'm not gonna hold y'all. So, any questions? Slide up in my DMs. Why don't you send notifications for your live? I just found this by accident. So I did send an email to my email list. I'm not sure. So I would say make sure your notifications are on YouTube. I did send an email out to my email list about 10 minutes before. My life is pretty hectic and it's been a little weird for me to schedule lives. But if you join my email list, I will do my very best to, I'm going to try and stick to this live schedule. And I'm going to try to send out a schedule each week to let you know when I'm going to be going live. It's just hard with my life and being in Baltimore and being on my mother's time. And I'm like working in person with one of my clients. So I'm not always on the same schedule. So I'm saying all that to say, if you at least get on my email list, I try to send out an email about 10 to 15 minutes before I go live. Okay. So try to set your notifications on YouTube, but YouTube be funny sometimes. So I don't know. LNT Signings says, how do you go about marketing when relocating with little funds? You're saying you're relocating to a physical, like relocating to a physical different place, a different place? Can you be a little bit more specific? Relocating. Relocating? You moving? And my second question is, what is your business? What is your business? L&T Signings. What's your business? What is your business? And Liz, if you want to get on my email list, send me a DM on TikTok or Instagram and I can add you to my email list. And I'll be more than happy to make sure you get the live notifications. I just moved to a different city, loan signings and notary public. Okay. So social media is FREE. Social media marketing is free. So since 2018, when I've started my business, I've probably spent less than $500 on marketing. And that's because I boosted some posts and did a couple Facebook ads. The past 2 years, I haven't run a single ad. And I've made multiple six figures. In 2022, I made six figures. Last year, I made just under six figures. So in 2023, I made just under 100K. And I spend $0 and 0 cents on marketing. I use social media and it's free. So if you are doing loan signings and notary public, I'm going to give you some free game. Number one, you got to have your social media accounts up. And this is going to work for anyone. You can physically be in a location, but social media is everywhere. So people can be watching you from anywhere, but you want to be in your specific city, right? So you want to be posting content about what you're doing, how you can help people, and what you do with your city tagged. Next, you just move to a new, different city. You should be going to all of the mortgage loan people in that city and introducing yourself, sharing your card, sharing your rates, letting them know who you are. You just moved here, letting them follow you on social media. Go and see them in person. For the ones you can't see in person, send them an email. And if you want to do a little extra, send a welcome video. Like send a video specific. Don't send a generic video that you send to everyone. Record a video. Hi, Crystal Loan and Title. Hi, Stanley Loans. Like send them a video and introduce yourself via email. Okay. And let them know who you are and what you do. This is also the same type of content that you should be posting on your social media. Okay. You do not need money for marketing. I don't spend money on marketing. This right now, this live is my marketing. My content is my marketing. My stories are my marketing. Does this make sense? You do not need money for marketing. You have to put your sweat equity in. So you can send emails, you can go on their social media, you can go in person since you're in person. All the mortgage lenders, new home builders, do your city and the surrounding cities. Like decide on your radius. How many miles are you willing to drive? Are you willing to go up to 20 miles from your city? Okay, go look at a map, look at the 20 miles, what mortgage companies and all that stuff is in your area. And if the price is right, how much further will you go? Right? So you got to put in that sweat equity. You don't need money for that. You just need you and let people know who you are and how you can help them. Does that make sense? Was that helpful? Do we have any other questions about getting unstuck in business? We do not want to let money hold us back. And I mean that in the sense of people find money and time for the things that are important to them. So if you don't have the money to do something that you want to ask yourself the question, how can I get the results that I want without all of the money? Or what can I do to get the money? What can I sacrifice in my life to get the money? Because people, I'm just going to use as an example. People will come to me and say that they want my coaching. They want to work with me. And they're like, but I can't afford it. Okay. And one thing that used to happen to me all the time when I was teaching couponing is like my couponing program is like $49 a month, right? And people would say, well, I'm spending $1,000 a month on groceries, but I can't afford your $49 a month program. And I would look and I would say, you're spending $1,000 for a family of 4 a month on groceries, but you can't find it in your heart to invest $49 a month for me to help you save. Like if you're spending $1,000 a month on groceries, off the rip, I can help you save $300 like within the first 30 days, easy. I'm that confident in my strategies, right? So you have to look at it your way. Are you willing to sacrifice eating out 1 or 2 times to put the extra gas in your car to drive 20 miles outside the city to meet all these people? Are you willing to invest in some new shirts and new pants so that you have some new clothes when you go meet these people in person? Right? Are you willing to reduce your happy hours so that you can invest in coaching? Are you willing to do that? I mean, I cut back. I When I was paying for things that I know that I wanted, like when I was going to conferences and paying for additional coaches, listen, I was doing whatever I needed to do in order to have the money to do what I wanted because it was important to me, right? But also, there are some things where I'm like, I'm not spending money on ads. How can I get that same return without spending that money? So maybe I got to show up a little bit more on social media. Maybe I got to post some more stories. Maybe I have to go live. I'd rather do that than spend, $500 a month on ads. I'm not doing it. And I spent $500 on ads over like 3 years. And then I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. So I didn't boost any posts or pay for anything in 2022 or 23. You don't need the money for marketing. Any other questions? That was a good question. Any other questions? Comments or concerns? No more questions? If you have any other questions, shoot me a DM. You can send me a DM over at Kristen Maximizer on TikTok or Instagram. If you want to work together, you want to work with me, I still have 9 spots available for my 3-month Side Hustle Society coaching program. After this week, the 3 months will be gone. The 6-month and the 12-month options will be the only options that we have for the foreseeable future. Okay. It could change because, it could change. But as of right now, this is going to be the last time to get the 3-month option. Okay. Any additional questions before I go? This has been great. I want to thank y'all so much for joining me live. I appreciate you because I know you can spend your time anywhere. I appreciate you spending it with me. And I will see you all soon. Bye.